This is Abe Freetanzer from Awards Radar, and I'm thrilled to be speaking with Jimmy Akingbola, Jordan L. Jones, and Simone Joy Jones about their performances on the new show Bel-Air. How are you all doing today?
Amazing.
Phenomenal.
Amazing. It's an exciting day, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, it's a big week.
Yes.
The fact that Super Bowl is in LA and actually Sunday's being called Bel-Air Sunday is amazing.
Yeah, that's great. I'm curious from each of you, what's your relationship with the original series? Were you a fan of it when it aired?
I mean, I have a question. Who wasn't a fan?
Right,
of
exactly.
Were you not a fan of it?
Right. Even the people who are like, what you know about this? It's like it found its way to us and we gravitated towards it because it was all about the culture, the life, the fun. Like there was no escaping the iconicness of it.
I can say that, is it all of our favorite shows?
Yeah, in the UK, it was like, I called it midweek church, you know? you watch like this soap opera called Neighbours at 5:30, and then at 6 p.m, you switch it over to BBC Two, and then everybody starts singing this song, This Is the Story.
Right.
And you'd be eating your dinner, and, you know, the phone wouldn't ring for like 22 minutes. And it's surreal that we are part of that legacy now, and like, this is the next chapter. And that this is an iconic and historical moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Ditto.
Okay, all right, see you later.
Hey, all right. Thanks, Jimmy.
Well, Jimmy, I do have another question for you. I think that it's particularly interesting to see how Geoffrey is a lot more of an equal to Phil in some ways. He feels more like that than an employee. How do you see that relationship, and how did you approach that for this show?
Thank you. I think that relationship is really important. Me and Morgan Cooper talked about him being a butler in 2022 didn't work. So him being a house manager and advisor, but also like a best friend to Philip Banks. It's like seeing two Black men sort of, you know, positive men sort of being there for each other, I think is really important. And also we talked about the Black British voice as well in terms of expressing the full spectrum of the Black community. And then Geoffrey, for me, is on the other side of that spectrum. You know, he's got a lot more swagger and edge, and him being an equal is really important. And it's going to be really exciting to explore that over the next 2 years in terms of I think them meeting each other and respecting each other, because in the original he would just always, you know, do side disses to Uncle Phil, and this version it's none of that. We just love each other, and it's an honor to play again an iconic role.
That's great. And Jordan and Simone, I think that your characters really see Will as someone they want to get to know. They don't judge him in the same way that a lot of other people do. What can you say about your relationship with your characters with Will?
I mean, I can say, you ready for this?
Yeah.
I can say with Will, I can say with Will, you know, we have similarities because we kind of come from the same background, but from different cities. So I'm like that first thing of home that when he comes to LA and I pick him up from the airport, that kind of reminds him of home. And I can relate to him more from, you know, him going to this wealthy family and him trying to adapt. And I always say this to them, that I'm kind of like Will's Jiminy Cricket, where it's like I'm like his conscience. I'm like somebody who gives him wisdom, some hood wisdom, some wisdom that maybe his family can't give him. So that's how I approach the character, and it's been a lot of fun.
For me, I think we kind of relate in a similar way to Will, where it kind of feels like, okay, I get you. I understand you. You know, you're in a place that you don't really recognize, something like you're not really welcomed, but something about you and something about my soul like smiles at you, and I get you. And I feel like we have a common language, and it's just like instantaneous love.
And that's quite interesting, because I think even Geoffrey has that. In terms of Geoffrey coming from East London, that's where I was born. So I have a lot in common with this Geoffrey, but also I think Geoffrey's a bit more closer to Will on a sort of cultural, sort of energetic, spiritual level. You know? He knows what AI is, you know, if he starts dropping some new Drake track or whatever, Geoffrey would get that. My analogy is like this Geoffrey, if the original Geoffrey was the Roger Moore James Bond, this Geoffrey is a bit like if Idris Elba got to play James Bond, you know what I mean? With just some mad swagger.
Come on, Idris.
Looking swagadocious.
Swagadocious.
Yeah, word, swagadocious.
It's a word now.
All right.
I like that a lot. Thank you all for taking the time to speak with me today. The first 3 episodes of Bel-Air premiere on Peacock on Super Bowl Sunday.
Yes.
Tune in. Hey. Woo.
Come get it.